and the countdown begins. At number 10, we're starting our journey in the historic city of Bremen. Situated in the heart of northern Germany, Bremen is known for its quaint charm, and of course its famous fairy tale, the Bremen Town Musicians. These brave musical animals have been serenading the city since the Brothers Grimm penned their story. Let's just hope the donkey doesn't have any solo performances lined up. Next, we have the Bremen City Hall. This UNESCO World Heritage Site isn't just a pretty face, it's the seat of political power in the city. And lastly, don't miss the Schnorr Quarter. This maze of narrow, winding streets is like stepping back in time. Just remember to leave a breadcrumb trail. So if you fancy a fairy tale adventure, Bremen should be on your list. But hold your horses, we've got 9 more cities to explore. Moving on to number 9, welcome to Heidelberg, a city that looks like it's been plucked right out of a romantic novel. This city is the home of Germany's oldest university and is known for its intellectual prowess. But it's not all about the books. Heidelberg has plenty to offer in terms of beauty. Let's start with Heidelberg Castle, an awe-inspiring structure that stood the test of time. It's grand, it's historic, and it's definitely a sight to behold. Next, we have the Old Bridge, a classic example of the city's blend of history and natural beauty. This sandstone bridge offers a stunning view of the Neckar River, making it a favorite spot for locals and tourists alike. Finally, we can't miss the Philosopher's Walk. Here's a fun fact. This path was a favorite among philosophers and poets in the past. It's the perfect place to contemplate life's big questions like, why does pizza taste so good? Heidelberg, where beauty and brains meet. But let's carry on. Our next stop is a city that loves its art and fashion. Strutting in at number 8 is Dusseldorf, the city that's all about art, fashion, and being fabulous. First, let's talk about Königsallee, known to locals as Co. This boulevard is the epitome of luxury, lined with high-end boutiques and designer stores. You might want to bring an extra suitcase. Next, let's scale the heights of the Rhine Tower. Standing tall at over 240 meters, it offers a sweeping panorama of the city. From up here, Dusseldorf truly sparkles. And finally, we can't forget the Old Town. Known as the longest bar in the world, this area is filled with over 300 bars and restaurants. It's the perfect place to wind down after a day of shopping and sightseeing. One thing's for sure, Dusseldorf's style game is so strong, it makes even the most fashion-conscious among us feel underdressed. So if you're a fashionista or an art lover, Dusseldorf's your city. But if history's more your thing, you're going to love our next destination. At number 7, we're heading to Nuremberg, a city that's like a time machine to the past. Imagine towering above the city at the Nuremberg Castle, a medieval marvel that's been standing since the 11th century. It's a fortress of historical significance and architectural splendor. Moving forward in time, we land at the Nazi Party rally grounds. These colossal remnants of a dark chapter in history are a stark reminder of the past. An eerie silence hangs over the stone tribunes, a testament to the power of memory. Right next to the rally grounds is the Documentation Center, a museum that provides an in-depth look into the rise and fall of the Nazi regime. It's a sobering experience, but an important one. And now, for something lighter, did you know Nuremberg is famous for its sausages? They've got a law that says they must be exactly 9 centimeters long. Talk about a city that takes its worst seriously. Nuremberg, where history comes alive. But now let's move from medieval to modern with our next city. Halfway through our list at number 6, we find ourselves in Dresden, the city that's a perfect blend of old and new. Here we can wander through the narrow cobblestone streets and marvel at the Dresden Frauenkirche, a symbol of resilience and rebirth, rising like a phoenix from the ashes of World War II. Next, we step into the opulence of the past at the Zwinger Palace, a Baroque wonder that houses an impressive collection of porcelain, scientific instruments, and old masters' paintings. And who could resist the lure of the Semper Opera House, a testament to Dresden's love for music and culture? Now here's a tip. Dresden is the ultimate place for multitasking, sightseeing while enjoying a bratwurst. Trust me, nothing beats a hearty German sausage after a long day of exploring. Dresden, where history and modernity shake hands. But brace yourselves, we're heading to Germany's gateway to the world next. At number 5, say Moin to Hamburg, the city that's got a beat of its own. Nestled in northern Germany, Hamburg is a city that thrives on its contrasts. It's home to Miniature Wunderland, the world's largest model railway, where you can journey through tiny crafted worlds. Now let's swap the tiny for the grand and head to the Elbphilharmonie, a stunning concert hall that resonates with the music of the world's finest orchestras. But Hamburg isn't all delicate melodies. The Reeperbahn, known as the most sinful mile, is a nightlife hub that's sure to keep you entertained till the wee hours. And for those who love a good chuckle, did you know that Hamburg is a city with an unusual fascination for bridges? Yes, it has more bridges than Venice and Amsterdam combined, over 2,400. So you can say, Hamburg has got you covered from all angles. Hamburg, a city that never skips a beat. But from the rhythm of Hamburg, we're off to the buzz of our next city. Racing in at number 4 is Frankfurt, the city that's always on the go. Frankfurt, famous for its futuristic skyline, is a city that embraces both the old and the new. The Roma, a medieval building in the heart of the city, is a testament to this. It's a stunning sight to behold, especially when contrasted with the modern skyscrapers that surround it. Then you've got the Palmengarten, a botanical spectacle with an impressive collection of tropical and subtropical plants. It's like stepping into a different world right in the middle of the city. And let's not forget the Stadel Museum, home to 700 years of European art. It's a culture vulture's dream come true. Now here's a fun fact. In Frankfurt, it's perfectly acceptable to eat a hot dog for breakfast. They call it a Frankfurter, of course. Frankfurt, the city that never sleeps. But from Frankfurt's fast pace, we're heading to a city that knows how to take it easy. At number 3, we're cruising to Cologne, a city that knows how to have a good time. Now, imagine a city that houses a majestic cathedral, a Lovelock Bridge, and a museum dedicated to chocolate. Yes, you heard it right, chocolate. Welcome to Cologne, where every corner has a story to tell. The Cologne Cathedral, with its towering twin spires, is a testament to Gothic architecture's grandeur. It's as if the city's heartbeat echoes from within these walls. Then there's the Hohenzollern Bridge, not just a passage over the Rhine, but a symbol of unending love adorned with countless locks from couples promising everlasting devotion. And let's not forget the Chocolate Museum, a sweet paradise for all chocoholics out there. It's said that Cologne's love for chocolate is almost as big as its love for beer, and that's saying something. Cologne, where life's a party. But from Cologne's fun vibes, we're off to a city that's all about tradition. Almost at the top. At number 2, we're off to Munich, the city that's got a royal touch. Now who's up for a royal rendezvous? Our first stop is Marienplatz, the city's heart and soul where Gothic meets Renaissance, and the Glockenspiel chimes steal the show. Next, we tiptoe into the Nymphenburg Palace. Here, the grandeur of Bavarian monarchy is impossible to ignore. It's like stepping into a fairy tale, minus the Wicked Witch, of course. And for a breath of fresh air, we stroll to the English Garden, an oasis larger than Central Park. It's the perfect spot to relax, but watch out, you might stumble upon surfers riding the waves on a river. Yes, you heard that right, river surfers. Now we can't talk about Munich without mentioning their serious commitment to beer and pretzels. It's a love affair that's lasted centuries. But don't worry, we won't tell if you sneak in an extra pretzel or two. Munich, where traditions rule. But now let's drumroll to our number 1 city. And finally, at number 1, we're in Berlin, the city that's got it all. Let's begin with the iconic Brandenburg Gate. This neoclassical monument has witnessed centuries of history, from the Prussian kings to the Cold War, and now stands as a symbol of unity and peace. Next, the Berlin Wall. Although it was once a symbol of division, today its remains are a canvas for street artists from around the world, turning a piece of history into a vibrant art display. And let's not forget Museum Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This unique ensemble of museums is a treasure trove of art and culture, hosting collections that span 6,000 years of human history. Now what's a visit to Berlin without a taste of their beloved currywurst? It's said that Berliners love it so much, they'd even trade their Brandenburg Gate for it. But don't take my word for it. Berlin, where history, culture, food and fun merge. And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up our top 10 best German cities to visit. Auf Wiedersehen.